Hey yo, it is Carso, and I am back with another episode of Cook Talks. Today I am giving a brief preview to my newest article talking about the Golden State Warriors and what's wrong with the Warriors. They're doing pretty decent, I'm going to be honest. They're playing pretty well, but they're missing two things. Now, in this 5 year run where they won three championships with Steph, Draymond, Clay, and KD eventually came for the last two, Draymond was a big part of that. Not because he was the best shooter, not because he was the best defensive player out there, but because of his intensity. And this year, he's really shown that. He hasn't been able to knock down his three at nearly a clip that he used to shoot. If we got 2015, 2016 Draymond shooting, this is a whole different team right here. This is a whole different team. They're top five in the conference. But Draymond shooting under 27%. And if the Warriors need to win, they need some more production from him. Draymond, we see his leadership every night. I don't watch a lot of Warriors games, but when I do, Draymond Green is all over the court. He is next to James Wiseman telling him, hey, I don't care if you just miss 15 shots, the 16th one is going in. And I love Draymond for that. Draymond he's just so good. Draymond's that dude's good. But he hasn't been playing this well, and he needs to work on that if the Warriors want to contend in the West, if they want to compete with the Lakers. Last night they had a huge win against the Lakers where Curry shot horrible, dreadful from three, but they pulled it out, and that's all that matters. A win is a win in the NBA, especially during a COVID season where we don't know what will happen. Now, there's one other big issue with the Warriors. There's a couple more, but another one I'd like to talk about is Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre was the big signing this year. They signed him because they needed someone to fill in for Klay Thompson. They needed a 3-and-D wing that could catch and shoot. But this year, they didn't get that Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre can't knock down a three ball to save his life unless it's against the Sacramento Kings. And basically, he's just driving and dunking. That's all I've seen from him this season. And Warriors fans are pretty mad about that. Just talking to a few, they see a lot of issues with this team, although they are playing all right. They look at Kelly Oubre's efficiency and they're like, why did we give this man that big of a contract if he's not going to produce? Another issue I see, though, is they don't have any scoring off of the bench. They have Eric Pascal, who had a great year last year, but he's not this. He has a limited role this year, and of course he's not going to put up the numbers he did last season with no Steph Curry or Draymond Green for most of the season. And I like the Warriors for the buyout market. I'm the first one to say it. They will go out there looking for an Isaiah Thomas, a Jamal Crawford, both players who can score the ball, and off the bench, there's not many that could do it better. You got Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, and Isaiah Thomas. You're telling me they couldn't play for the Warriors right now? I know Lou Williams obviously on the Clippers, but talking about guys who can just flat out score the ball off the bench. There's a couple bright spots on this team. I really like what Andrew Wiggins has done this year. He's turned his game around. I talked a little more about it in the article, so you should definitely check that out. If you want to see my whole thoughts on the if you want to see my thoughts on the Golden State Warriors, make sure to check out that article. Link in description. Make sure to follow me on all platforms. CarsonCook.talks on Instagram. Cook Talks a lot on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of the article down below. Thank you.